What are the most underrated passports in the entire world? In today's video, I'll be going over 3 countries that have some of the best passports in the entire world, but for some reason, not a lot of people like to talk about them. Starting off with the first passport on this list, that would have to be the Chilean citizenship and the Chilean passport. Now, the Chilean passport is not often talked about in this whole citizenship space. I have made a video about it before a couple months ago, and in my opinion, it is one of the strongest passports, not only in Central and South America, in Latin America, but also in the entire world. If we take a look at their visa requirements map, we can see that they have access to a whole load of countries. They have visa-free access to the entirety of South America, obviously, but they also have ESTA access to the United States, which is where the underrated part comes in, because Chile is the only country in Latin America that has visa-free access or ESTA access to the US. Along with this, Chile also has visa-free access to the Schengen area and a whole load of other countries. So if you are a Chilean citizen or if you are naturalising in Chile, you're not going to find a lot of difficulty getting into many countries on the international sector without a visa. Moving on to the next country on this list, that would have to be the country of the Czech Republic. Now, in regards to the Czech citizenship and the Czech passport, there is actually an incentive for EU citizens to move to the Czech Republic and naturalise in the country, because if you are already an EU citizen, just like the Czech Republic is, then you can naturalise in the country only after 3 years of residency. For everyone else, it goes up to 5 years, but this 3-year residency incentive is actually a really strong incentive for any already existing EU citizens. You move to the Czech Republic, you live there for 3 years, you develop an understanding of the language, you have a clean record, everything like that, and after 3 years you can naturalise in the country and get that second passport. Obviously, once again, if we take a look at the visa requirements map, we can see that the Czech passport, again, it's a European Union passport, it's a Schengen area passport. You're not going to find a lot of difficulty travelling across the international sector with a Czech passport. Now moving on to the third and final country on this video, that would have to be the Bruneian citizenship and the Bruneian passport. Now with the Bruneian passport, if we take a look at the visa requirements map first, we can see that it's an unbelievably strong passport, especially in Southeast Asia. You expect a lot of passports in Southeast Asia to be quite weak. If we compare it to their neighbouring countries, it's certainly you would expect it to be very weak. However, the Bruneian passport is not only one of the strongest passports in the entirety of the Asian continent, but also one of the strongest passports in the entire world. Now, in regards to why nobody really talks about Brunei, that is actually a fairly valid reason. It's because getting Bruneian citizenship isn't really an option for foreigners, because they don't allow dual nationality, and you can only get citizenship, I believe, if you are a female and you have married a male Bruneian citizen, and the residence requirements, if you fall under those circumstances, are 15 years. So getting Bruneian citizenship is a very difficult one to get. It's certainly not an option for second citizenship, perhaps like a Czech Republic passport, maybe a Chilean passport would be, but ignoring that, it is one of the best passports in the entire world. Let me know which passport out of these 3 you would like to get, and if you like this video, you can click right here, subscribe to get information on YouTube, and if you follow me on my other social media, you can follow me on Instagram, X and Rumble. They'll all be linked down below in the description.